The 75th anniversary of D-Day, a day thousands of troops stormed the beaches of France. It's rare to find veterans who served during World War II, but one of those men lives right here in Beaumont. KFDM's Cassidy Wood joins us now in the studio. And tonight, Cassidy, you spoke with this Navy veteran who's got an interesting story to tell.
Yeah, Greg, as you can imagine, he has many stories to tell. Clement Douglas Moore is turning 100 this year. He wasn't there for D-Day in June of 1944, but he joined the Navy in early 1945. The memories of his time serving our nation remain vivid. On this day 75 years ago, thousands of troops landed on the beaches in France, ready to help our allies fight Hitler's army.
The men behind me will tell you that they are just the lucky ones.
And one of those who served in World War II, although not on D-Day, lives in Beaumont.
I said, I'll give you $15, you give me the gun. He gave me the gun and went on his way. Is that facing death?
Clement Douglas Moore will turn 100 this November. He has many memories of his time in the Navy. So many, in fact, he's writing a book, Facing Death 39 Times.
There's some good ones in here.
A number of these stories come from his service to the nation. But joining the Navy in World War II was not easy.
I applied to everywhere I could and they wouldn't take me.
Moore got into a serious motorcycle accident.
He said, well, let me see that hand. Well, I broke that hand, all smashed it in a motorcycle wreck. And I'm not supposed to get in there, really. But I told him I wanted to get in there, and he, no. And we went for 1 hour, no, yes and no. And finally, I got on my knees and said, I'm going to beg you.
His begging worked. Moore got in. It was 1945, only months after D-Day. Moore says life on the Navy ship exposed him to horrific scenes.
Just confusion, lots of it everywhere you went, lots of problems.
While reflecting now, Moore talks about how much times have changed.
When the war broke out, the lines of young people, young men, stretched in the recruiting station, stretched as back as 2 and 3 blocks. Today, you got to knock one of them in the head to get them to it.
He says it was an honor to serve his country, and those lives lost will never be forgotten.
If you're a citizen of the United States and you can't defend this country with your life, you're not supposed to be here.
Moore has 5 children, and 2 of his sons are now serving our country. Greg?